When you start to work with a client, like what is this? It seems like your philosophy is like, let me come in, let me tell you how to use the tools, which is arguably way more important than using the tool. I think a lot of people just want to plug and play measurement. And mainly because like the space is always changing and you need a framework more than anything else. Like you don't need a tool, you need a framework. How do you approach working with these organizations? And I think one of the common themes that's come up in the last few episodes of this podcast is culture, like a measurement culture, which is arguably the most important thing. Like if you don't have buy-in, if you don't have everyone kind of on the same page, it gets more and more difficult to execute or just change, let's say, the status quo. So I'm just curious, like it seems like your approach works so well, especially with these enterprise brands. It might be your pragmatism that it's just not like people are accepting of like, okay, we are going to work this together. But yeah, I'm curious how you've gotten there and what does the first steps look like?
What happens to us, Matt, as founders, right? You and I, we are tool found. We build tools, right? So it's kind of imprisons us in our tool in some ways, right? We're kind of like captive to selling our tool and our business interests, right? We raise money against it, and we don't have the permission to go out and independently just educate around the space, right? And I found it pretty challenging all my life. And so, in fact, I didn't start M Squared to build a tools company or a SaaS company or whatnot. It was originally just like a community. We had the big Slack community actually originally a small Slack community, which is a bunch of measurement professionals hanging out and like hammering out best practices and doing courses and whatnot. And then it grew into a nice big community. We built a big sort of base of literature around best practices. Now we teach that, of course, transparently. The tools came after, right? The tools came after. What I found is that I don't even talk about the tools in the class.